I was 8 when my best friend's mom stopped smiling. At 30, I finally understand why she flinched every time a door slammed. Every Tuesday and Thursday after school, Mom would drop me off at Lily's house until she finished her evening shift. Lily had the coolest house on the block, a trampoline in the backyard, a pantry always stocked with Gushers and Capri Suns, and a mom who made us homemade pizza with faces made out of pepperoni. Mrs. Parker was different from my mom. She wore bright sundresses, had long blonde hair, she let us braid, and laughed at our terrible jokes. Mr. Parker worked in finance. A word I didn't understand except that it meant he wore suits, traveled a lot, and everyone got quiet when his car pulled into the driveway. The summer between 3rd and 4th grade, something changed. The trampoline disappeared. It was getting rusty, Lily explained. The colorful sundresses were replaced with long-sleeved blouses even in July. The homemade teeters became frozen ones, and Mrs. Parker's laugh, parente, that full-body laugh that used to make us giggle uncontrollably, parent vanished completely. I remember sitting at their kitchen table one afternoon watching Mrs. Parker chop vegetables for dinner. Her hands were shaking when the front door opened. She dropped the knife. It clattered against the tile, and she flinched so hard she knocked over a glass. Water spilled everywhere. Sorry, she whispered, though I wasn't sure who she was talking to. Mr. Parker hadn't even entered the kitchen yet. When he did appear, he smiled at me, that tight smile adults use when they want you to leave homework time, girls, he said, and we scurried upstairs. Later that night, I heard shouting, glass breaking. Lily turned her music up louder and showed me how to make friendship bracelets, her fingers working the threads with practiced precision. She never once lipped toward her bedroom door. The next week, I noticed a dark purple shadow around Mrs. Parker's eye. She tried to cover it with makeup, but it peeked through. Mrs. Parker, what happened to your eye? I asked. The kitchen went silent. Lily suddenly became very interested in her sandwich. Oh, sweetie, Mrs. Parker touched her face gently. I walked into a door. I am so clumsy sometimes. I nodded, satisfied with the answer. Doors were dangerous. My mom had walked into one once too by Christmas. I wasn't allowed at Lily's house anymore. My mom never explained why, just said that the Parkers need family time right now. Lily and I still saw each other at school, but she stopped inviting anyone over. She wore long sleeves in gym class and flinched when the coach blew his whistle. We drifted apart in middle school. Her family moved away the summer before high school, and I forgot about the Parkers until last month when a Facebook friend suggestion popped up. Lily Parker, now Lily Chen. Her profile picture showed her smiling with a husband and 2 small children. I sent her a message reminiscing about our childhood friendship. We arranged a video call to catch up after talking about our jobs and families. There was a pause. Then Lily said, do you remember those afternoons at my house? Of course, I replied. Your mom made the best pizza? She did, Lily said quietly, before everything changed, and then she told me everything, how her father had lost his job that summer before 4th grade, but pretended to go to work every day, how his drinking had escalated along with his temper, how her mother had finally escaped with Lily and her younger brother after he broke her arm. Remember when you asked about her black eye? Lily said, that night was the worst one yet. After you left, he threw her against the wall for embarrassing him in front of guests. I sat in stunned silence, memories rearranging themselves in my mind. The flinching, the long sleeves, the silence when his car pulled up, all the signs I was too young to recognize. Your visits were the only time he behaved, Lily continued. Mom said having you there was like a brief ceasefire. She used to pray your mom would be late picking you up. I think about Mrs. Parker often now, how she managed to create magic for us children while living in fear, how she protected Lily by making sure there were always Gushers in the pantry and smiles on her face even when they were forced. Last week, I started volunteering at our local domestic violence shelter. The director asked what made me want to help a woman in a sundress. I said, who taught me that sometimes the brightest smiles hide the deepest pain. If you ever witnessed something as a child that you only understood years later, share this video and comment hindsight.